Okay guys, good morning and welcome back to Jay Strategies. Today we got a wild and crazy video for you guys. Don't forget to go to my Twitter, and every day we drop reports about different projects. As you can see, I got yield farm projects going on here. I got the gold farm, and then also we have our main projects that I work for on the Binance Smart Chain, Gone Wild, Warrior Tribes, and a few others. Guys, you can go ahead and drop by. Make sure to smash that like button. Don't forget to support us and follow us and smash that like button. Let's go ahead and jump into the prices. So you can see here, we're actually going to hop up here and we're going to start off with the Bitcoin. Right now you can see what I have on here is, let me go ahead and close that out. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's see a short-term version of Bitcoin. As you can see, what had happened with the markets yesterday, with the crypto market, especially because the stock market crashed, and once we pulled up above here in the session, you can see the New York session right here, and that's when we started to fail. Sydney, right at the end of the day at 4:30, okay, after the S&P, okay, we're going to hop over here to the S&P, and we're just going to show you something. You see how the S&P took off and went down here? That's overall stock, and that's just, you know, uncertainty into the stock market. But shooting back over to the Bitcoin price here, you can see now that we're touching this level. Okay, this is the 38.2 level. Now if you pull up the book map and we come in here to the book map, you can see that right here at the 38K level, we have a bunch of liquidity coming in, and it looks like they actually moved that lower to 37,750. So since they're doing that right now, it looks like we're going to break past this previous zone here. Yep, we just broke past that previous candle. Okay, so I'm glad I made this video right now. Looks like we are pulling down into here. You can see the time right now is 7:30 a.m. Guys, don't forget to hop over and follow us on Twitter, and you know, we have our main channels, and you know, rock out. But don't forget to smash that like button. Okay, so that's what we have. Let's go ahead and hop into larger time frames here. So now we are on the 4 hour. You can see that we are crazily testing this 50 EMA here. Okay, so what we want to see is, we want to see this EMA coming back up and the price coming back for a bullish scenario like that. Okay, but as you can see, we have some uncertainty in the market. So my expectations for today is we're gonna watch the S&P on the open, and hopefully we can catch some good news to bring us back to that 50 EMA, test it, and possibly rise above it at this pivot zone, okay, which is the M2 pivot zone, and then M2 goes to M4, you know, so you can always tell what's going on with that. You can see we have the M0, the M1, okay, and you know, you can just pay attention to that. Let's go ahead and hop into the daily time frame real quick. You can see Bitcoin. You can see the EMAs are pointing downward now, okay, on the daily, and we're coming to this level here, which is the 33K. So it looks like we can actually break down to the 33K before we see a nice run to the upside. So let's go ahead and watch what Bitcoin wants to do today, guys. Let's hop over to Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily scenario, because the Bitcoin market is riding, and the market news, you can see that we rode the 50, we broke away from the 50, and these are all, this is daily, okay? You can see that we have a W formation happening here, where if we do snap back up, I expect it to tap up to these levels at the 34K. If we do break to the downside, we are looking at the $2,000 level before we shoot back up, guys. So be prepared, be aware, and make sure to hold on to your hats, guys. Let's go ahead into the 4 hour for Ethereum, and then we're going to hop over to other coins here as well. So you can see for Ethereum on the 4 hour, same scenario, just a smaller time frame, that we broke below. You can see the Sydney market, okay, and then you can see the Europe Brinks market right there. So with that market, we are coming back towards these pivot zones, as you've seen. Let's go ahead and pop up and pull up some of this. See that M0 pivot zone? Okay, what I want to see is M0 pivot zone, and I want to see a bounce, and I want to see us retest that level, okay? So that's what I can expect today, okay? Let's hop into XRP. XRP had that nice rush to the downside. We broke this M0 zone, so I want to see if we are going to continue to break to the downside and then test that M0 zone and make a totally new level, or can we snap back and go to an M2 pivot, M1 pivot, M3, you know, and break it back above the 50 EMA. You know, so let's see what happens with that. Let's hop on over to Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin had, you know all the news that's happening with Dogecoin being accepted with the Tesla. Only merchandise, not vehicles yet. You can see the Dogecoin was riding above the 50 EMA, and then it broke down below it. This is the 4-hour time frame. Okay, Dogecoin broke below, and you can see that the 5 and the 13 EMAs are pointing down. So we can expect some downward action onto Dogecoin, possibly back to this 14-cent level, which is the M0 pivot zone, in order to come back up and test. So be prepared, be wary, guys. Rock out. Solana. Let's go ahead and hop into Solana. Solana, look at this. At the 4-hour, we were on the EMA. We broke below it. We tried to retest that EMA. You see how we retested the EMA, and then we failed. This is right at that time period when we failed. So now that we're below this EMA right here, okay, and you can see that the 5 and the 13 are pointing down to the downside. We broke below the M1 pivot zone, and we're heading for the M0 pivot zone, hopefully for a snapback here, guys. Excellent. Let's hop into Binance. Binance, you can see we rode above, and this is on the 4-hour chart. We rode above the EMA, and then once we broke below it, we tested it, and then we failed. Now we broke to the downside. What I could see happening for Binance Coin is testing these sessions with the New York session coming into the M0 pivot zone, tapping off the M0 pivot zone, and breaking for the upside to the M3 pivot zone. Okay, guys? That is on Binance. Let's hop over to Matic. Guys, I'm giving you a lot of information here. Don't forget to smash that like button right now. Smash that like button. Show us your support. Let us know in the comments what you want to see me do more TA of. Also, you can hit me up, DM me, rock out on Twitter. Okay, we have many things up and coming. There's contests coming out all the time. Follow me on Telegram in all the different groups, and you'll be able to rock out with us each and every single day. Okay? Now that we ran through a bunch of the markets and stuff like that, what we're going to do next is we're going to hop into some news. Okay? So let's just talk about the book map real quick. You can see the book map right here. You can see that there's these two zones coming in at the 37.4 and then at the 37.6. So those are two big levels right there on the book map for the short term. You can see that there's a lot of buy pressure coming in right now, and that's because on the RSI, Bitcoin is below. It is overbought. Okay, guys, let's hop into some news. Bitcoin fundamentals diverge from BTC price dip as difficulty hits a new all-time high. Difficulty all-time high. Crypto liquidations pass 700 million as altcoins take a hit from Bitcoin sinking. So there's big liquidations to be done on the market today. So guys, be prepared. Watch what's going on in the market, and always make sure that you're watching what's happening. Let's go ahead and hop back into here and see what's happening right now on the Bitcoin price. Let's hop back up to Bitcoin, and let's go ahead and go to a short time frame like the 5-minute and just see what's happening on a quick scale. And I want to see what's coming in the next hour. So you can see that we hit the M0 pivot zone. See, guys, we hit the M0 pivot zone. M0 pivot zone on the 5-minute. We can expect a run up. This is when I would go long, in my own opinion, guys. This is not financial advice. This is for pure entertainment purposes. My name is Jay Strategies. I work with a bunch of different projects. We're listed all over the place on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and you can also follow us in all of our chats. Follow my Twitter feed for everyday updates and reports on every single project, Binance Smart Chain, and all the large cap markets. Thank you guys very much for chilling with us today here at Jay Strategies, and we hope to see you back next time. Remember, guys, Jay Strategies to the moon!